Today we are looking at my 14-man Leeds draft from last year, looking at every single round and looking at who had the best selection and the worst selection in each round. Starting with the first round, I guess the best pick you would have to say was Christian McCaffrey, and the worst pick was probably Tony Pollard. That wouldn't surprise me because it's Tino Bambino. But yeah, McCaffrey he actually ended up winning the lead, so great selection for him in the first round. In round two, the best selection pretty easily is CeeDee Lamb by Kareem Pies. And the worst selection in round two is probably T. Higgins here. In round three, you could probably go with Jalen Hurts or Jahmyr Gibbs. But I guess I will go with Jalen Hurts here just because he was a top 3 fantasy football quarterback. But I think you could definitely argue Jahmyr Gibbs was the best pick there. And the worst pick by far was Dameon Pierce. What was that? I guess you could also argue Cam Akers. In round four, the best pick by far, and it's not even close, is Breece Hall. As you guys can see, that was McCaffrey. He's had basically the best pick in every single round, and he won the league last year. And the worst pick had to be Jerry Jeudy, in my opinion. Just a terrible pick in the fourth round. You could also argue that Justin Fields was the worst pick. In the fifth round, I'd say the best pick was definitely Pacheco, and the worst pick was probably Miles Sanders. Funny, the team that won the league had a pretty bad selection in round 5. Looking at round 6, there really weren't any great selections at all. In my opinion, I'd say all these selections were pretty bad, but if I had to give someone the win, it'd probably be Evan Ingram here by Love Chang. And the worst pick would probably have to be Khalil Herbert, just a terrible pick in the 6th round. In the 7th round, it's not really close. It's definitely Michael Pittman Jr. by Ridley's Casino. And the worst pick is definitely Sky Moore, a terrible pick there. In the 8th round here, I'd say the best pick was probably Dak Prescott by El Chapo, and the worst pick was probably Jerick McKinnon. In the 9th round, though, it's not even close. It is 100% Nico Collins, and the worst pick, you probably argue a couple, but I guess I go with Rondale Moore here. In the 10th round, I don't think it's even close. It's definitely Dalton Kincaid was the best pick, and the worst pick you'd probably just argue is one of these defenses, just way too early. In the 11th round as well, there were 3 picks that definitely could have been super good. Anthony Richardson was a great selection there. Devon Achane, you could probably argue, but Raheem Mostert here was just the best pick by far. And I'd say the worst pick was probably taking a defense here. In the 12th round, it is not even close. The best pick was Sam Laporta. Pretty unfortunate that he ended up trading him to me in week 2. And I'd say the worst pick was probably one of the kickers. In the 13th round, I'd say the best pick was probably Tajay Spears. And I'd say the worst pick was probably a kicker or a defense. There's no point of taking those until the last rounds. And rating the last round here, before the kickers or defenses started and selected, the best pick was 100% Kyren Williams. I can't believe he grabs him in the 14th round here. And I'd say the worst pick was probably just a defense. Let me know if you guys agree with that or disagree. Thanks, guys.